There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
On the set. Striker, 3-3. Clock, 10.
Love going to throw right away. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. And look at this defense for the Vikings. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. On play action. Love to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. On the move past the 40. Still going. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His sixth touchdown of the season. And the Packers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
At the Packers' 41-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ready?
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Packers at 4-6 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think it's going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
On third down, Love. And that will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Smash, red. Shot, 7, drill, green. Red.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now a 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. They'll look to throw. Completes this one to Thornton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Robert displayed. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 45. This defense for the Vikings very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings for some reason it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the stuff that he's out here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200 plus right now. Hands it off out of the gun to the 27-yard line. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
These two teams all tied after one. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. Here's a 2nd and 8 as they've got it as we resume action.
97.
Second down. Love. He'll buy some time right. Throw caught by Musgrave. And outbounds right around the 20. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
43 rail. Shovel 38. 10 cycles. Hut, hut.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, that was big right there, because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here.
White.
Love, they go play action now. And he is caught. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Watch out now. Safety clearing.
Love from the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
5-yard loss leads to
Black
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Green Jack. Fury. Yellow.
Throwing. Love. And this one's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Let's go now.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Steel. Black.
Working out of the gun. Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have taken the lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. And now the rookie's free. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
That connection seemed to work out okay on the first play of the drive. Why not go right back to it? And once again, this defense is left without an answer as they surrender back-to-back first downs.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Here's a 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Carlson on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll look to throw here on first down. Right side, Thornton with it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into covers because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Back to throw again. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's their quarterback. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Ready, set.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll set up to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Flushed out right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The linebacker, Robert Spillane, making a big play. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. Touchdown! Elijah Higgins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Play action this time with Love. Now throw right side here going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Blue. Blaster, stick.
On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Love now to pass on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
White.
To the air again, Love. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now, he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now a throw in the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10.
Black Ultra. Green Jack.
Off the play fake, Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Packers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And just not quite enough gas in the tank. Down to the 4-yard line, but still a sensational effort.
All praises for a tremendous return, but how about the guys that never gave up on the play, refused to let him get into the end zone, and tracked him down before he got there and made the tackle? A lot of pride exhibited by guys.
Touchdown, Vikings! Jalen Samuels from 4 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Kevin O'Connell choosing to lead his guys out there. They'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it will stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done now.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyquan Thornton from 10 yards out. And the Vikings get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The Vikings lead the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. And now they'll shift things around. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
First down, going to the air with Love. It's caught, Cooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 45. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, Love. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now a second down throw for Love here. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Red, cycle. Blue, striking.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. A big play there for Minnesota. 49 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. The York on now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Vikings 42, Packers 28.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown. And that big 4th quarter return, Charles, makes this a 1-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
Carlson's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that 4th down stop. Points would be ideal for some breathing room, no doubt. And really, a field goal would be huge. That would make it a 2-score game. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll get that complete to Alberto. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
And the Vikings first down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards.
A gain of 43 yards. First down, Vikings.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are right back in this football game.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Black shot. Dog red. Strike. Strike.
Following the interception, Love. Escape. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here comes second down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get this up to the 10, but that's all. A nice job there to bring him down defensively. A big play needed, no doubt. Third and long. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Love. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Black Ultra.
Here's Love. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
Steps away to his left. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's all the way across the 50 before he's finally pushed out of bounds. This is first and 10. Now Love. Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Love looking to throw it. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Carlson's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they'll line up for the onside kick. 18 seconds to go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is taken in at the 5. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
Second and 13. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Vikings, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.